All right, pay attention to the boards. 13.5 weight model. You are going to be first up to the track in 4 minutes. In the meantime, we will be playing the national anthem. Everybody stand. .5 weight model up in 2 minutes. It's 6:58. Track will be open at 7 o'clock. Marshals, make your way to the track. That will be race number 6, Stock Slash. Brent, Matt, Max, and TJ, our marshals.
How's it going down? Good, how are you, sir? Pretty good. Oh, you did before. You had some good runs a few weeks ago, like. Yeah. Got a lot of stuff figured out.
All right, we have our marshals racers to the track. It is 7 o'clock. We're going to get this one started here in a minute. Kendall, can you cross the line for me? All right, thank you. All right, get the cars rolling. Get them rolling.
You think you can hold that down? You think you can hold that down? All right. You called it.
All right, get the cars going. Get the cars going. Spread them out. All right, race will go live in less than 5. Kendall and Keith first two across the line. And Johnny now checked. All 3 cars are live and passing. Only 15 seconds into this one. 2 laps are down. Kendall showing the way. 48 and a 404. He's got half. Oh, caution turn 2. Caution turn 2. That was Johnny. Let's go set him back. Kendall still out front. Keith now to the number 2 spot as of the last lap. Kendall's got a 1.4 second lead to Keith Tishner. And in that 3 spot is Johnny. 2.7 back from Keith. So in the 1 spot, that is Kendall Shaw in the red with black trim. Green number 44 going down the front stretch now. In the number 2 spot is Keith. White, orange, yellow going down the front stretch. In between those 2 cars is our number 3. That is Johnny. 1:10 down, 2:50 left on the clock. Oh, Johnny getting into our leader. Doesn't mix him up at all. Our 2 and 3 car going down the backstretch. Oh, caution on the back. Caution on the back. It's clear. Good job, racers. 1:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Our leader, red and black, going down the backstretch now. 46 and a 401. He's got a hot lap of a 4.8. He did on lap number 1. Next fastest car is our number 2 car. That's Keith. 4.9. We're almost halfway through this one. 2:55, 2:05 left on the clock. Your leader, 46.401, 40 now, knocking it down just a little bit. He's got 2.1 to the good of Keith. Keith keeping him in check, not quite letting him get away. And Johnny in that 3 spot. He's fallen off the pace a little bit. He's about 7.5 off of that number 2 car. $1:30 left on the clock. Race number 2, that is Sportsman. Only 1 heat of that up next. Oh, your leader getting a little bit wrong on the pipe. That was a slow lap for sure. Keith, his lap time going to be a 5.2 at Kendall's 6.2. 1 second to the good for Keith. Kendall still out front. 1/10 of a second between those 2 cars. 1 minute left on the clock. They are on the track together now. Half a second separating them. Whoa, Kendall getting it wrong off the pipe. He did it twice now. Keith biding his time. Gonna let him fall forward just a little bit. Exactly half a second between these 2 cars. Keith is all over his bumper. He's got to dial in that line on the exit if he wants to go for the pass. 30 seconds left on the clock. 0.3 of a second that last time. So long as he stays behind him. Oh, Keith is going to let him by. Or Kendall's going to let him by. Keith now to the point. He's got 1 second to the good of Kendall. They're both going down the backstretch. 1 and 2. The number 1 car out front. That is Keith in the white, yellow, and orange. 5 seconds left on the clock. I will call you when you are done. Kendall getting that hot lap down. 4.7 for him. Kendall's done. Keith's now done. Keep going, Johnny. Johnny, you're still alive. Johnny, you're still alive. All right. Keith Tishner gonna take that one. TQ of the 13.5 late model class. Race number 2, Sportsman, Heat 1 of 1. We got 5 drivers in this one. There were only 3 in that last heat, so I'm going to want 1 volunteer. 1 volunteer marshal. Thank you, Alan. All right, I see a volunteer out there. Now I just need my 3 racers. Looking for Johnny and Kendall to the track. All right. Still looking for 1 more marshal. Oh, thank you, Max. All right. So we'll be able to roll right into this one. All of our cars are checked. Go ahead and get the cars going. Get the cars rolling. Get them separated. This is our biggest class of the night. Hopefully you all can put on a show for everybody. Jack, Simon, Nick, John, and Gallon. That is our board. Get the cars rolling. Get them spread out. Ooh, caution at the line. Caution. It's clear. Get the cars separated. I don't want to start you all together. All right. Track is going live in less than 5. Jack, Simon, Nick, John, and Gallon. All 5 cars are checked and going. We got 3 cars all together going down the backstretch. Catching up to the backside of Jack. All right, 25 seconds into this one. Jack out front, 35 at a 4:01. Ooh, tumbled down the left side, turns 3 and 4. That was Simon. He's in the 4 spot. Our number 1 car now, that is Gallon. He's got 7/10 to the good. Oh, he's spun out down the back. That's going to give it back to Jack now. He's out front. He's going to get into some lap traffic. I believe that is John. All right, 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Jack and Nick, your 1 and 2 car. Jackson, the red, black, and blue. Going down the backstretch now. The Traxxas stock body. In the number 2 spot, we have Nick. Oh. Nick is in that blue and black Traxxas stock body. Going down the front stretch now. They are on the track together, about 1 second apart. 5/10 on the clock, 1 second on the track. In the number 3 spot, we have Simon. Caution down the backstretch. That was your number 3 car. That's going to let Gallon get up there to the number 3 now. Gatlin's in that number 3 spot. He's in the white and blue. Your number 3 and 4 car getting together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All racing for track position. The number 2 car is going to get punted. That's going to let Jack kind of walk away with it. He's got a good gap now. 3 seconds to the good of Nick. And that number 3 spot is Gatlin. He is 8 seconds down from that number 2 spot. And Simon in the 4. Oh, caution on the back. Caution down the back. That was your number 4 car. Caution down the back. All I can do is call it out, guys. All right, clean it up, guys. Clean it up. Oh, caution down the backstretch. Caution down the backstretch. It's clear now. 1:10 left on the clock. Jack out front. He's got 2.9 to the good of Nick. And that 3 spot is Gallon. And, oh, caution in the middle. That is our leader. That's our leader. That's going to let Nick go straight to the point. He's got about 3 seconds to the good of Jack now. Oh, 14-second lap for Jack. He's going to back it up with another slow one. That's tough luck. Gatlin catching up to that number 2 spot now. 1 second between the 2 and 3. That's Jack and Gatlin. Nick has walked away 10 seconds to the lead. Last time by, Gatlin to that number 2 spot. Oh, Gatlin's going to get a big mistake. He's going to get caught up in some lap traffic. Jack's going to try to get through it. Gatlin with another mistake down the back. Jack's going to have it wide open. 5 seconds left on the clock. Nick, Jack, and Gatlin, your top 3 are evenly separated. Oh, wow. Simon up to the 3 spot on the last lap. The race is over. Race is over. Nick, Jack, and Simon, your top 3. Looks like Simon snuck it in there on the last lap. Gatlin falling down to the 4 spot. 1 second between those 2 cars. All right, we have our marshals on the track. We only have 2 of our 3 drivers out here looking for Keith. All right, go ahead and get them checked and going. Get the cars checked in. All right, all 3 of my cars getting some laps. Go ahead and keep them rolling. We're going to get this race started in a few. And good job getting them separated. We're going to get this one going in less than 5. So Keith, Matt, and Alan, all 3 cars are now going. Oh, Matt, first lap, going to tumble it in the 4. That's going to be a slow lap, 7.5 for him. Alan, ball out front. Keith in the 2 and Matt in the 3 spot. So Alan, 4.8, did that on the number 2 lap. 49 in a 4:03. 1.2 to the good of Keith. Looks like he stretched it out just a little bit that last lap. 1.9 now. back to Matt is 1.2 seconds. Matt and Keith about 1 second apart now. 45 seconds down, 3:15 on the clock. Allen still out front, stretching his lead out even more. 2.7 now. Looks like he might be holding this one down. Matt slowly catching back up. Got around Keith for that 2 spot. Keith down to the 3. Ooh, that was our leader taking a tumble. 1 and 2 going down the front stretch now. On the track together. 1.5 separates them. Allen still out front. So long as he stays on Matt's bumper, he should be ahead of him on the clock. I would not be looking for a pass if I were him. 1:30 down, 2 left on the clock. Oh, Allen's going to get into Matt. They're going to sort it back out. This time, Allen's out front. 2 seconds to the good of Matt. Keith not quite able to take advantage of that crash. He's about 4 seconds down in that 3 spot. Halfway down. Oh, Allen taking a tumble. He's going to get faced against the wall. That's tough luck. Matt now to the point. I do believe he has been running faster laps. 5.2 last time for him. Allen with another 5.2. 5.1 for Matt. A faster 5.1 for Allen. Back and forth. 1 second between those 2 cars. Oh, Allen with another rollover. It looks like that's going to solidify Matt's position. Now he's on his bumper. Allen's he's gonna need a mistake out of Matt if he wants this to go his way. 1:15 left on the clock. Matt is out front. He's in the white, blue, black, and yellow. Number 34. Going down the back stretch now. In that 2 spot, black and yellow 32, or blue and yellow 32. 1 and 2. 1 minute left on the clock. 3 seconds between them. Another 4 seconds is Keith. Oh, Allen catching the wall again. Turn 4 has been eating him up. Keith 1.4 behind Allen now. He's made enough mistakes and Keith's kind of kept his mind clear. 1 second now. Keith is catching up to Allen a little bit. 1.3 last time. Looks like Allen is the faster car. He's catching up to him now rather than the other way around. 10 seconds left on the clock. Matt, Allen, and Keith, your top 3. Big differences between those 3 cars. Unless a major wreck occurs, these are their... I will call you when you're done. Matt, you are done. Keith and Allen, you are done. That is a race. Matt, Allen, and Keith, your top 3. Make sure those blowers get going. Race number 4, Buggy Street Stock to the track. He sees it.
Knock off hit by gas station right here, buddy.
Dollar Tree.
I said gas station. Dollar Tree won't pick up that hit.
All right, heat 1 of 2 to the track. Looks like we are clear on Marshall's. 3 cars, 3 Marshalls. That should work out. Matt, you think you can cover that whole wall? Good deal. Oh, man. The Bandit is not loving it. All right, spread the cars out. Spread them out. All right, good deal. Track will be live in less than 5. First car across is the Magic Man, Eric, and TJ. All 3 cars are live and going. Magic Man, 5.3 is his first lap. Not quite the fastest. The fastest car on the track so far, TJ LaCroix. 46 and a 4.03 for him. 3/10 to the good. Oh, getting spun out. He got dive bombed in turn 2. That's going to put him back to the 2 spot now. Oh, Magic Man catching him too. That's going to make it a little bit tighter. Oh, Magic Man catching the pipe. TJ in the number 2 spot on the clock. He is out front of our leader. Magic Man, the pink and blue, number 13, or pink and black 13. Oh, spinning out. You shouldn't have said anything. That's going to put TJ pretty close up there. 0.5 of a second separating those 2 cars. TJ now to the point. Oh, Donut City. TJ, the purple and black, 81. Going down the front to the backstretch now. That is your leader, TJ. 5.19 last time by. That is the new fast lap of the race. Eric Mason now to the 2 spot. Looks like he's getting something figured out with that buggy. He's able to drive it a little bit more consistent. Magic Man right behind him. 0.3 of a second on the clock. Whoa, Eric's catching a little bit of wall. Him and TJ going to get into it. Magic Man into the 2 spot now. Oh, he slides out himself. That's going to make it close. 2 seconds between those 2 cars. 1:45 left on the clock. Almost 10 seconds out front is your leader. In that 2 spot is Magic Man. And 3 seconds, 2-3 between Mike and Eric. Your leader behind this pack of cars gets through one of them. Coming up on number 2, gets the better line, and now he's out front of that 3-car pack. Looks like both of them getting it wrong. Ooh. 1 minute left on the clock. Ooh, Magic Man and Eric getting into each other. TJ's going to get blown over. 45 seconds left on the clock. That purple and black, 81, going down the front stretch now. Looks like his car has been one of the most stable on the track. Actually, I believe that goes to Eric. His car looks the easiest to drive. I don't think I've seen that car step out maybe once or twice. With 20 seconds left on the clock, your leader's still out front. Mike in the 2 spot, rolling it over in turn 2. It's clear. And Eric in that 3 spot, 1/10 of a second between them. Mikey better not blow that position. And it's gone. BZ to the 3. 5 seconds left on the clock. And that is the clock. You are still alive. Eric and TJ will be done. Magic Man crossed the line. And the car's dead. Track race is over. right, drivers, show caution. Marshals are running to the track. Oh, the track is not in a very forgiving state. So be sure to look out for oncoming cars that might be spun around. Dan, Doug, and Johnny, 3 cars are all checked. Make your quick changes if you want them. Oh, caution turn 3. It's clear. Watch turn number 1. All right, track will be going live in less than 5. Get them spread out. Get them spread out. And Dan, first one across the clock. Oh, rolling over. That's a bad start. Doug having to check up in turn 3. We appreciate that. And Johnny, only one with a clean first lap. He was not the fastest. That goes to Doug. 4.6. New hot lap. Only 30 seconds into this one. Doug out front. 5-second lap that last time by. Dan with a 4.8. 49 and a 4.04 for your leader. That is Doug Townsend. And the 2 spot is Dan Stewart. Only 9/10 of a second behind him. They are on the track together. And Johnny's spinning out, getting it wrong in turn 4. He's going to catch the car behind him. Oh, and it's broken. Just 2 cars on the track. Oh, 1 and 2 car on a new TQ pace. Oh, they're going to get caught on each other. Dan's going to get out ahead. This is what he needed. 1 second apart. Dan out front. If he can run some good clean laps and try to pull away from Doug, this is what he needs. Doug catching a little bit of wall. That's only going to slow him down maybe a 10th or 2. And Dan slide out and catching the pipe. 1:30 down, 2:30 left to go. Doug out front. Last time by it was 1 second and 1/10. Now it's just 1 second. Dropping that lap time by a 10th. 5.1. 4.9 for Doug, 4.8 for Dan. Dan just a little bit faster, catching the pipe again. It was a 4.7 for Dan. A little slower lap that time. He's going to lose it all that he just gained. 2 minutes down, 2 left to go. Race number 6, Stock Slash, you are up next. So, Doug, your leader, the black and white, going down the front stretch now. In the number 2, black, white, and red, number 26. That is Dan Stewart going down the front stretch now, your number 2 car. 1:30 left on the clock. Doug still with the fast lap, 4.69. Dan Stewart now to the point. They were 1/10 of a second apart. Now Doug going to take it back. Super close. Dan going to slide out once again. 1 second now dividing those 2 cars. Right back to the bumper. Doug goes. The number 2 car in front of the 1 on the clock. And going wide and catching some slide. It's like Doug's taking that turn just a little bit more cautiously. 45 seconds left on the clock. Doug and Dan, 1 and 2. 6/10 of a second between them. 5/10 that last time by. Dan with a 4.9, Doug with a 5.2. 1/10 of a second now. 4.8 for Dan, 4.9 for Doug. Ooh, Doug catching a little bit of pipe. It was half a second that time. Now Dan to the point with 5 seconds or 10 seconds left on the clock. 1/10 of a second between the 2. Doug catching hold of the pipe. This might solidify it for Dan. Half a second now is the difference. One more lap for each of these drivers when Doug crosses. Dan is done, and Doug is done. Dan Stewart out front takes the TQ. And Doug in that 2 spot. He's going to be second place overall on the starting grid. TJ going to be in the 3.
Hey, Mike, you notice how you're like standing still and sweating? I think that's what's happening in the track. It's a little dry. Yeah. Trying to sound fat? Dude, I'm sweating. My back stuck to the cloth seats in my car. Tell your mom something bad.
I'm without AC. Speaking of, why is this fan not on? All right, cars, get them checked and going. I need my marshals from that last one. We need 2 volunteers. Johnny, make your way to the track for marshaling. Johnny, and then 2 volunteers. All right, track is closed. Track is closed. Still looking for some marshals. Looking for Johnny, and then 2 volunteers. Thank you, guys. 1 more, and we should be good. I don't want to leave Doug by himself over there. You think you got him? We should be good. All right, go ahead and get him going then. Dang. All right, get him spread out. Get him spread out. Or else something like that will happen. All right, track will go live in less than 5. Brent and Max. First ones across. TJ and Matt. All 4 cars are going. Brent Fonzie out front. Black, red, and white. Going down the backstretch now. Tracks his stock body. In that number 2 spot is Matt Sinex. 1/10 of a second. Ooh, looks like he has slower lap. Brent getting caught on a lap car. Didn't slow him down, maybe but a 10th. 1/10 of a second between these 2 cars right now. In the number 3 spot is TJ. Oh, Matt Sinex last time by taking the lead. 1 second dividing these 2 cars. Brent's going to give it to him. He wants to see if he can play the race from behind. In that 3 spot is TJ, and in the 4 is Max. So, good job on keeping it pretty clean so far, guys. 1 minute down, 3 left to go. Matt is your leader. He's got 2.5 seconds to the good of Brent. Brent had a really good start. We'll see if he can keep it up. So, Brent is about 3 seconds down now. TJ in that number 3 spot, 2 seconds behind Brent. And Max, 3 seconds down in the 4 spot. Matt running a 46.404. He's got 4 seconds now to the good of Brent. Looks like he's only getting faster. 5.3 for him and a 5.9 for Brent. Looks like Matt's keeping it pretty good around that 5.2 range. Brent around the 5.5 to 5.9 range. So the gap only extending 5.6 near the gap. TJ actually starting to pick up some pace. Coming up on Brent now. 2.8 between them and Max. Almost 9 seconds in the 4. 1:30 left on the clock. Matt still out front. Him and Brent on the track together. Matt looking for the lap on him. Gets the inside straight down. Quicker on entry and quicker on exit. Brent 8 seconds down now. TJ in that 3 spot. Still about where he was a minute ago. 3 seconds behind him. 9 seconds behind TJ is Max. 1 minute left on the clock. Matt, Brent, and TJ, your top 3. Matt Sinex, red, gray, and black fox body. Going down the backstretch now. Brent, red, gray, and white stock body going down the back. And TJ, and that blue and black chrome rims. He's in that number 3 spot. 30 seconds left to go. We got 3 cars going down the front stretch now. Oh, Matt getting a little sideways, playing chicken with these 2 lap cars. Nearly gets taken out. Gets away from him. Last time by for Matt. 45 to 4-0. 10 seconds to the good of Brent. He could wreck 3 more times and still be out front. 5 seconds left on the clock. Here comes. Keep on going. All of you will be done when you cross. That is a race. Race is over. Matt, Brent, and TJ. That is your top 3 for the Sock Slash class. So it is 7:40. The track is pretty rough right now, so I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, I'll give you a couple laps. Track will be closed after this. I'm going to just get some water into it. Okay, guys, it is 7:40. I'm going to shut the track down here in a minute. No practice laps. The track is dying for some water. I'm going to give it what it wants. Hopefully the track will be open for the first round of racing. Or the first round of mains at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, racing will start back up. Race number 1 to the track. Keith, Kendall, and Johnny. Take your time. I know I took mine. Keith, Kendall, and Johnny. Race number 1 to the track. I overdid it a little bit on the water, but traction should be much better. Track is no short of moisturized. Marshals will be from that Tour Drive Buggy Street Stock A main. There are 6 cars in that A main. Looking for Doug, TJ, Eric, or the Magic Man to be marshals for that one. Doug, TJ, Eric, and Magic Man to the track for marshaling. Racers, go ahead and make your way to the track. Go ahead and get some practice laps. Get that top layer rubbed off real quick. I have my marshals have the cars. Keith, last one to be set down.
Hopefully don't get up there.
All right, make the changes if you want them. I'll give you all a couple more laps. All right, front stretch is closed. Rolling us off is going to be Keith. In the 2 spot is Kendall, and in the 3 spot is Johnny. Line them up at the front stretch. How this works. Keith, you will lead us off rolling, and when we get to turn 4, the cars will go full speed. Keith is the pace car. Go ahead and roll them off. Coming out of turn 4, the track will be live. Ooh, dumped over first lap. We're going to go ahead and restart that. All right, try to keep it clean. Try to stay behind him for the first couple laps. Look for the opening then. Going live. Keith, Kendall, and Johnny, all three of them going. Ooh, Johnny catching the wall first turn. He's going to be about half a lap down first lap. Keith and Kendall, 1 and 2, still together from the start. Oh, Keith catching some pipe. Looks like his car died. Car has stopped. Kendall to the front stretch now to the back. He is your leader. 1 lap down is Johnny. 5 seconds apart. Looks like Johnny's car is slowing down. Watch the front stretch. Watch the front. Kendall out front. He's got a 2-lap lead over the number 2 car. That is Johnny. So Kendall out front in the red and black, yellow wheels going down the backstretch now in the 2 spot. The green, pink, and yellow in the middle of the track. 145 down, 2:15 left to go. Heck of a race they're putting on. So Kendall out front, 4.9 last time by. That was the fastest lap of the race. A 4.8 now. He's picking up the pace. 43 and a 4:01 for him. 32 seconds back is the number 2 car. That's Johnny. Johnny's fast lap was a 4.9. Has the pace. $1:15 left on the clock. Kendall still showing the way. 4.79. New faster lap for him. Oh, Keith's going to make his way back out there. He's about 20 laps short. He definitely has the fastest car on the track. Looks like consistent 4.8s out of him. 4.7 that last time by. For your number 3 car, Keith, another 4.7. With 15 seconds on the clock, no positions will be changing. Kendall, Johnny, and Keith, that will be your top 3 for the podium. 5 seconds left. And there's the time. You will be done. Keith, Kendall, and Johnny, the race is over. Get the cars to the pull-off zone and get the track blown off. Hey, Doug.
It's like a water spot over here.
Just that one puddle. Awesome. Thank you. All right, track is closed. Track is closed. So we get the blowers off the track and Marshall's back out here. Race number 2, stock slash to the stand. Marshall's from that last one. I see Johnny. Well, looking for Kendall and... Oh, Keith is out here just looking for Kendall plus a volunteer. One volunteer to the track. Thank you, Nick. All right, we are covered on Marshall's. Racers, track is open. The late model guys clean the dirt for you. Shouldn't be so greasy now.
What's going on, Brent?
You said you're done, Brent? Oh, okay. All right, we're ready to get them lined up. Matt, Brent, TJ, and Max. That is the running order. Matt, whenever you're ready, get these cars going. Going live, coming out of turn 4. All 4 cars getting across. One position already be taken over. Oh, caution turn 3. 1 and 2 get caught on a lap car. That's a tough break for Matt. Brent's going to get the easy pass, no contention. Out to the front is Brent Farnsley, and the 2 is Matt Sinex. 1 and 2 to the front stretch now. Thank you for moving over. It is a race between Brent and Matt, already lapping the field once. Brent's going to roll it over. Matt's going to walk away with it now. 45 down, 3:15 left on the clock. The number 1 car now is Matt. Red, gray, and black Fox body. Down the front stretch now. White, gray, and red Traxxas stock body down the back stretch. That is the number 2 car, Brent. In the 3, TJ, blue and black. Down the front stretch across the line. And 4, purple and black rims, Max Mason in the 4. So, Matt Sinex looking to lap the number 2 car. Oh, caution in 3. It's clear. Matt has the fastest lap on the track, 4.98. Brent, 5.03. Oh, Brent's going to catch the pipe and roll it over. 130 down, 230 left to go. Found some traction in turn 3, apparently. It's caught a couple of drivers off guard so far. Matt and Brent now 2 laps apart. Max in that number 3 spot, 20 seconds back. Max and TJ on the same stretch of track, 1 lap apart. Oh, Max rolling it over. That's going to let TJ come up to that number 3 spot on the podium. 1:30 left. Our closest battle is between the 3 and 4 car. That's Max in the 3 and TJ in the 4. Have the track dividing those 2 cars. TJ, make sure those are your leaders. Oh, that's going to let Max catch back up to the bumper of TJ. Oh, Max getting a little bit squirrely. Into the pipe he goes. Ooh, a little turnaround for him. Here comes TJ. That's for the podium. TJ gets the inside. Max is going to look under this next one. Doesn't quite see it. Sees it that time. TJ gets a little squirrely. They both do. Max back to the 3. TJ in the 4 now. Our 2 leaders coming up on this battle. They're going to get around the 1. Now to the 2. Oh, no. Matt getting stuck in the wheel well of the number 4 car. That's going to let Max come up for the lap on him. 30 seconds left to go. It's going to take a miracle for TJ to get back up there. Matt with a 20-second lead over the number 2 car. Running a 45.401. Matching his TQ pace. 1 lap apart these drivers go with 10 seconds left on the clock. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to change it. Here they go. Here comes the tone. Man, the only one done. Everyone's still alive. And that is a race. Race is over. Matt, Brent, and Max, your top 3 for the stock slash class. Go ahead and get the blowers going. Hey, Kendall, make sure you blow to the 4th spot. Thank you. All right, track is closed. Track is closed. Straightaways are closed. Stop the cars. I should see no movement. No movement. Stop the cars. Wait till we get our marshals back out here, then it will be open. Let's see Max, Brent, and Matt looking for one more marshal. Maybe TJ. All right, all 4 marshals are on the track. Track is open. Track is open. Looking for Nick and Jack. There's Jack. All right, just a couple more laps. Just a couple more laps. Oh, caution turn 3 and 4. It's clear. Race hasn't started yet. I wouldn't be dumpstering the cars. All right, straightaways are closed. Straightaways are closed. Go ahead and slow the cars down. Nick and Jack, you're 1 and 2. Simon in the 3, Gatlin 4, and John rounding out the 5. If a faster car comes up on you, make sure you let them by, most likely racing for position. Whenever you're ready, Nick, get the cars going. Keep them at a nice steady pace. Going live out of turn 4. And go. Oh, Jack looking for the early inside. Nick gonna fall behind 2-2. Oh, Simon getting it wrong in turn 4. That's gonna put Gatlin up to the 3. 1 and 2, 3. Oh, Nick with a mistake. That's gonna put him down to the 3 spot. Gatlin now to the 2, our biggest mover. Gatlin from the 4 to the 2 spot now. He's got the number 3 car all over him. Oh no, gets squirrely. Watch the front stretch. Watch the front stretch. Not clear, not clear. That was Gatlin back down to the 4 spot. He's going to be chasing that number 3 car of Simon now. So your leader is now Jack. Red, black, and blue Traxxas stock body. Going down the backstretch now. Nick in the blue and black Traxxas stock body going for the lap now. 5 seconds apart, 1 and 2. Jack's car just a little bit more steady, a little quicker through the corners. Looks like Nick's having to drift his. Oh, caution 3 and 4. It sorted itself out. So Simon in that 3 spot. He's in the orange and blue. Oh, caution turn 1 and 2. That was your leaders getting caught on each other. They sorted out. Jack still out front, leading that pack of 1 and 2. They're switching back and forth every lap. That's awesome. Jack gonna catch a little bit too much side bite, gonna slide over. Ooh. Simon in that 3 spot, about 3 seconds back. Here comes Simon for that 2 spot. Simon's in the orange car. Jack's in the blue. Gets really squirrely in the center section. That's going to put Simon to the 2 spot. 1:45 down. They're going to get caught on each other. Simon's going to have the same thing happen to him. Gatlin Neal now to the 3 spot. He's going to get around that battle. Simon back to the 4. 2 seconds back from the 2 spot is Gatlin. He started in the 4 up to the 3. Gatlin going down the front stretch now. He's the number 3 car. Here's the closest battle. Nick and Gatlin, half a track apart. 3 seconds between them. The blue and white of Gatlin between the blue and black of Nick. Gatlin putting a move on him. Really catching up. Caution down the backstretch. That was Simon, our number 4 car. Here comes your leader up behind him. Oh, Nick with a mistake. Here comes Gatlin. Gets caught in some lap traffic. Oh, catches the pipe. They're both rolled over. The 2 and the 3 car rolled over at the same side of the track. Gatlin about 4 seconds back now. 30 seconds on the clock. It's looking tough for him. Watch down the backstretch. It's good. 15 seconds now. Nick, the faster of the 2 cars it looks. Just a little bit harder to handle. His car's drifting up to the backside of Gatlin rather than the other way around. Here he comes, final lap. Jack, Nick, and Gatlin. Your podium. Simon in the 4 and John in the 5. The race is over. Race is over. Gatlin gonna pull that podium spot. Race number 4, Slash Late Model. Matt, Alan, and Keith. Your 3 racers to the track. Need our marshals from that sportsman class. Nick, Jack, Simon. I see a marshal for Simon. Gatlin. And I see John. All right, full field of marshals. Thank you for getting back out here, guys. And here comes our 3rd racer. Go ahead and start making laps. The track is open. Track should be better off for traction this go around. Buggy Street Stock guys up next. Go ahead and stop the track, guys. Buggy Street Stock guys, I think I'm going to give the track a very little miss. Very little miss after this race. So give it just another 5 minutes. All right, race number 4, line them up. Matt out front, Alan in the 2, and Keith in that 3 spot. All right, guys. Whenever you're ready, Matt, show them how it's done. Matt in the 1, Alan 2, and Keith in the 3. Going live now. First one across is our leader. In the 2 is Alan. 3 is Keith. Not a one of them making a mistake. Oh, there goes Keith in turn 3. 1 lap down off the 2nd lap now. He's going to let them go. The battle now between the 1 and 2 car. That's Matt and Alan. The only race to see right now. Matt out front stretching his gap out. It was about half a second when they started. Now it's up to 8/10. 35 seconds down. 3:25 left to go. Your leader. White, blue, and yellow. Number 34. In the 2 spot. Blue, white with yellow trim. Going down the front stretch now. Number 32. In the 2 spot. That is Alan. Dropping that gap just a little bit. 7/10 now. Oh, stretching it out. A little slow lap there. 0.8. 0.895 between these 2 drivers. Since Keith's been lapped, doesn't look like he's making up hardly any time. These 2 cars are catching up to him. Matt's got a good pace car in front of him. He knows how fast he has to go. 2:30 left on the clock. Matt still out front. Alan in that 2 spot, and Keith rounding out the 3. Ooh, Matt giving Keith some bumper, letting him know he wants that spot. Here comes Alan, the gap closer than ever. 0.507. Half a second between these 2 cars. 0.420 now. Catching up. Alan not quite on the bumper, but definitely making up time. 1:45 left on the clock. A little more than halfway through the race. Here comes Alan. 0.48. Oh, very fast time right there. 5.03 last time. That's going to drop the pace for Alan. Ooh, a little bit slower lap. Matt with a 5.03 again. It's going to drop back about 0.2. The gap now, 0.7. 1:15 left on the clock. If you make one mistake, you're going back a lap. Oh, Matt catching some going up on two wheels, catching a lap car two. That's going to put Allen in the 2 spot. Randomly finds some traction. Now he's going to be rolled over and in a 2 spot, a lap down. 45 seconds in the race. Exactly what I said would happen. One mistake and you're a lap down. So it went from 4/10 to the good, now to 6 seconds behind. Your leader now, Alan Ball. Caution turn 2. That was the number 2 car. Matt Sonic still a 2 spot. With 15 seconds left on the clock, we'll see if he can get that last lap back. We know he was a little bit faster. There's the clock. All cars have crossed and are finished. All right, marshals, give the track a good blow. I'm going to miss the track really fast. All right, it is 8:40. Marshals from that last one to the track. That was our slash limo aiming Matt, Allen, and Keith. Matt, Allen, and Keith to the track for marshaling. Thank you for the volunteer.
You're volunteering for who?
What'd you say? Oh, okay. Thank you, Max. All right. Our biggest class of the night. 6 racers all on the track at once. I wouldn't drive through the infield yet. It's not quite all the way dry. Give it another minute or two and it'll be good. I definitely wouldn't drive through the paint. Oh, caution turn 2. Caution turn 2. It's clear. The fastest the cars have been all day. Track is really showing some traction now. Wow. They're probably going to pick up about half a second. The lap times were about 5.8. Let's see what they are this time around. Now is the time to make changes. If you're not making a change, park the car in a corner or in the middle of the track. All right, make your changes. If you're not making a change, park your car in the middle of the track. Oh, and car is broken. Battery hanging out of the car. All right, stretches are closed. Go ahead and get the cars lined up. Dan on 1, Doug 2, TJ 3, Eric 4, Magic Man 5, and Johnny in that 6th spot. Roll them off whenever, Dan. You are the pace car. Show them how it's done. Blue and red, number 26 is Dan, leading these cars off. Oh, that's a restart. Watch the front. Didn't even get across the line. All right, guys. Try to fall in line for the first couple laps. Get everyone checked and spread out. Go ahead and get them going again. Let the cars go for a couple laps. Let them spread out a little bit, then work on traffic. Going live. Oh, caution 3 and 4. Oh, that was our leader. Traction rolling in turn 3. Back to the 5 spot he goes. Catching traffic, Magic Man back to the 6. Doug out front. His car not trying to roll over. TJ up to the 2 spot. Oh, caution in the middle front. Doug, TJ, and Dan up to the 3 spot. Magic Man behind him and the 4. In that 5 spot is Johnny, and 6 is Eric. 1 and 2 separated by 3 seconds. That's Doug down and TJ LaCroix. Doug, black with white trim, going down the front stretch now. Coming up on a bunch of traffic. Dan catching more traction. Gonna roll it over in 1 and 2. He is the number 3 car, about 1 second behind TJ. So TJ, the purple 81, blowing it wide, letting Dan have it. Dan up to the 2 spot. 1 lap down from the leader. You heard that right. Doug out front. 5 seconds to the good of Dan Stewart. The lap times in qualifying were about 5.8, 5.9. This time around, oh, caution 1 and 2. Caution 1 and 2. It's clear. Car got turned around and into our leaders. This time around, the lap times are about 4.6, 4.7. Oh, caution turn 4. Caution turn 4. That was our number 4 car. That's going to put him down to the 5. Halfway down. Halfway left to go. That's 2 minutes. Doug out front. He's got about a 2 lap lead over that purple car now. That's TJ. Here comes Dan. Oh, TJ gets it wrong. Dan up to the 2 spot. No contention. Gets around some lap traffic. In that 4 spot is Eric. Eric, 10 seconds out of a podium. 1:30 left to go. In that 4th spot now is Magic Man. He's about 8 seconds back from TJ. TJ 1.6 away from Dan. 1.3 now. Picking up some time. Dan on the backstretch and TJ now to the back. Half the track apart. 1 minute left to go in racing. TJ going a little wide. The gap was 1.6 2 laps ago. Now it's 2.8. Looks like it's spreading out for them. Our closest battle on the track is still between TJ and Dan. 3 seconds. Magic Man's got to find 5.5 if he wants to get on the podium. So, Magic Man 1 lap down from that podium car. He's chasing down the all purple and black. Dan looking to get around him. He's almost 3 laps back to Doug. Doug running the cleanest race of all of them. Out front by 12 seconds. 15 seconds left on the clock, however. No positions will be changing. Everyone's spread out by about 5 or 6 seconds. Here comes the tone. When you cross the line, you will be done. I will be calling it out. Mike, you are done. TJ, you're done. Doug, Eric, Johnny, Dan, that's a race. Everyone is done. That was some pretty insane traction. 4.605 for Doug. Really picked up.